On second down, a run with Dallas.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Eason. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Eason. It's complete to Lockett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock. 40's mine. 40's mine. Let's go. You tighten up. Let's keep going.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's Homer to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's caught. Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the gun, a give to Penny. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Geno's going to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Jackson now off the bootleg. That one's complete to Tomlinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their... Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson to throw.
Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Jackson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The handoff, running left is Penny, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.